Welcome to our Soul Tribe. I am Eva. This is an exciting time in my life. I just celebrated my 7 years clean from drugs and alcohol. Very excited about that, very proud of that. November 6th was my clean date. And also, the 7 year shift, right? The understanding of that is that every 7 years, a shift happens in our lives. So that's exciting in itself. Plus, we are coming upon the 11/11 portal opening. So November 11th, 11/11, that is the 11/11 portal opening. For those of you who are not familiar with what that entails, please do a Google search, right? If you desire another video, we can talk deeply about that. But for now, I'm just asking that you do a Google search, learn some basic information for yourself so that you can understand why this is an exciting time. And the 11/11 portal is a good time, a great time to really intentionally set the desires that you have for your life, what you want your life to look like, right? We do vision boards all the time. And I tell people, because some people that never did a vision board, they don't know where to begin. First of all, think about what you want your life to look like, right? Because a lot of us, we get real general, right? Say, well, I want to be rich, or I want a husband, or I want kids, or I want a good job, I want a house. Okay, but what does that look like for you? Right? Get a little detailed. And that's what I encourage people to do when they do their vision board, because you could ask for a husband, and believe me, you can get a husband, but it won't quite be what you desire, right? Or you could ask for a house. Next thing you know, you get a house and a dang on roof is leaking, right? Because you didn't purchase the house that had a roof that needed to be fixed, anything. So it's like you want to be very, very intentional, right, about the desires for your life. And so that requires some thought process, because people, it's really hard to just really focus and say, well, this is what I want my life to look like. This is what I want the man or the woman in my life to look like, right? So for example, using relationships, right? Sometimes we get to a point in our lives, especially when we get older and we've had heartbreaks and we've been through a lot, and it's like, well, I just want somebody that I just want a good man, right? And whatever that looks like. So that's something that I used to say quite often, whatever that looks like. And that made sense to me then, but it doesn't make sense to me now. No, it's not whatever that looks like. It's what I desire for it to look like. And setting that intention, when it doesn't look like that, then there may be time to do something different, or at least, it's a good way of saying, like, hey, this is what I desire. And if these needs aren't being met, then I need to really evaluate this, right? Because when you say whatever it looks like, then it's just a free for all, because it's going to look like a lot, right? And that was in all areas of my life. Like, well, I just want a good job, whatever that looks like. Okay, have a good job, but it's not really looking the way that I want it to look per se. So and again, these are just examples, but having said that, those are the reasons why you need to get a little specific. You don't have to be overly specific. We don't need to know that you need you don't have to put out there that you need a 3-bedroom house with 2.5 acres of land and, 3 trees, like you go drive yourself crazy getting too specific, but just be pretty specific of what you want. For example, let everything that you want be in alignment, right? So if you say that, well, I desire to have a house off of the ocean, so a beach house off of the ocean, and I also desire to have white Christmases with a whole lot of snow and everything, like those are not in alignment, because you want your home to be a beach home, which is in an environment that is a hot weather environment. So there, even during Christmas in the wintertime, there's no like heavy white snow, right? You're gonna very rarely get a white Christmas. So it's like, you kind of confusing. You can kind of be in confusion right there, right? Let it be in alignment. Now, let's say, for example, you say, well, I want a beach house. Just say I want a house off the beach in Florida, and I also want a winter home in Michigan or wherever you want, so that I can enjoy the white Christmas. Okay, now that's a little bit more specific, right? So those are, that's just helping you get an idea of how you set how you intentionally, make known your desires for your life. So I'm gonna leave that there. That's just something I wanted to share. And I also wanted to share, there has been a very heavy, heavy, heavy energy, right? So last weekend, I did not do a video. I attempted to do a video, but the energy was very heavy. So I usually meditate before I do the videos. And what's crazy is that during my meditation, I literally fell asleep, and that rarely happens when I meditate. And first of all, nothing happens by mistake or by chance. Like, I know everything happens for a reason, and I absolutely, what happened needed to happen, right? Because the energy had gotten so heavy that it weighted me down, and that's the ideal of me falling asleep was needed, to kind of lighten my load a little bit. So that was very interesting. And this week has been a very heavy energy. And, Friday, I was parked. I had dinner and then went to my car, and there was a big truck next to my car. And when he was pulling out, his truck caught the back end of my bumper and kind of pulled it out a little bit, disfigured it a little bit. No frame was broke, no serious damage, more cosmetic than anything. However, it's just something else. And I really didn't want to go through the whole insurance thing or call the police. He had been drinking a little bit. I mean, we exchanged information. I'm going to get a quote. He's going to pay for it. It's fine, right? Now, because I understand, that energy's been heavy and everything, like I just processed it. I just processed it. Like, I never say like, why me? Right? It's like, what is the lesson? That has been my thought process for a few years now, right? Because things are not happening to me. It's happening for me. And everything that's happening is toward my highest good. So for example, I labeled the energy a heavy energy, but I'm not looking at it as negative. I very rarely look at things as negative because I know that everything is guiding me toward my highest good. You know, it's that internal GPS that we have. The internal GPS is our guidance system, just like the GPS that you have on your phone. When you are trying to get to a location, you put the address into the search and then you push start, and it literally tells you step by step, make a right at this street, make a left, 500 feet, you will be at your destination to the left. It literally guides you right to the location that you desire. And that's what our internal guidance system is. It's literally our GPS system, and to go back to setting intentions, right? When we set our intentions, when we let the universe know what our desires are, that is the equivalent of you putting an address into your GPS and then pushing start. See, you set your desires, you set your intentions, and what's happening is that you're being guided. So just like on the GPS, when let's just say you set your destination for Olive Garden, right? And you remember that you had to get gas. So while it's directing you to Olive Garden, the best possible route, you decide, I'm going to stop for gas. What does your GPS do? It tells you rerouting, rerouting, rerouting. And it gets very irritating, right? I know when I do it, I just turn it off until I'm done doing whatever I'm doing and I'm back on route, because it keeps saying rerouting, 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 right? That could be viewed as negative because it's irritating. But the thing about it is your GPS doesn't, first of all, it's not trying to irritate you. It's trying to let you know you desire to go to Olive Garden. So it is my job to take you the best direct route. And whenever you veer off that route that I have envisioned is the best possible route, I am going to keep rerouting you until you're back on track. And that's what our inner guidance system does. It reroutes us, it reroutes us, it reroutes us until we're back on that path that's toward our spoken desires. So whatever's going on, it's not so much that it's negative, right? It's that you're being rerouted. You're being rerouted to get back onto your possible route. Now, there's no guidebook to follow or say, well, I'm feeling this way, so, how do I get back on my route? You have to do something different from what you're doing, right? So whatever you're doing that's causing this heavy energy, that's causing these emotions, the sadness, the loneliness, the tiredness, right? The anger, the frustration, the lack of control, all these things, when you're feeling these things, those feelings are a wonderful thing. Emotions are wonderful. You know why? Because that is our way of being rerouted. That's our way of being rerouted. So in essence, and I said that at the last video, doing something different. And sometimes that something different is not going to work either. That's okay, then do something different. But if you keep doing the same thing and expecting different results, that in itself is insanity, right? So simply do something different. And sometimes that something different is hard. It is, but yet it is necessary, right? Because remember, we are being guided. We are. And I have learned to embrace my emotions, and it's a process, right? So, for example, this energy that I've been feeling, all I can hold on to is that I know a shift is coming. Do I know what that shift is? Do I know what it looked like? Do I know what the outcome of certain things that are going on in my life are going to be? No, I don't. Can that be frustrating? Absolutely. Because we all want certainty, right? Tell me this. Tell me that, tell me that the funding's going to come through. Tell me that the relationship is going to work. Tell me that the children are going to be amazing adults. Like, I just need to know this. And then if I know this, then I could ease up, right? That's not how that works. That's not how that works. See, a lot of us, we are so hyper focused on the goal that we're not enjoying the journey. And the journey is the biggest part, right? I mean, the goals are huge. We have big goals. We have financial goals. We have family goals, relationship goals, career goals. We have goals. But you have to know that the journey is just as important, if not more. Being so hyper focused on that light at the end of the tunnel, you're just walking blind. You're not, there's so much, there's so many things going on throughout that tunnel. It's like it's a light at the end of the tunnel and you will reach it, but you need to pay attention while you're traveling through that tunnel. So the message today that is really important is to understand, to set the intentions, set the goals, have goals. That is so important. Okay? Be clear of what you desire and let it all be in alignment. And then patience is so key. Patience is huge because divine timing is a real thing. Nothing is going to happen until it's time to happen, right? Now, on the way to that goal, enjoy the journey. Enjoy the people, the places, and the things. Enjoy the love. Embrace it. Okay? Because you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it now. Not when you obtain your goal. So the ideal is enjoy the journey to the goal. It's not that once you hit the goal, you'll start enjoying the journey. I hope that's making sense, because some people have that mentality. Some people are so hyper focused on that goal that they are missing so much in between. So much in between that when you reach that goal, then what? There are millionaires. There are lottery winners, million dollar lottery winners, right? There are actors and actresses that have been discovered that over the course of the next couple of years are huge. So they hit that goal. Only problem is then what, right? So at the end of the day, the money, the fame, and all of that, that's great. And that's necessary in life to live a certain lifestyle. But who are you living that lifestyle with? What are you doing? What is your life looking like? Like, you have to balance yourself out, right? So I'm not saying don't be focused on the goal. I'm saying don't be hyper focused on the goal to where you are missing out on all of these wonderful, wonderful lessons and people, places, and things that are along that are along your path, And so that's the basic message that I have today. And I'm sorry if I'm kind of all over the place. Again, I'm just being transparent, okay? This is a great and amazing time, and that's always, life is always amazing because life is full of lessons and choices, and sometimes we view things as negative, but it's just lessons. It's lessons to learn. And one thing about it, we're going to continue to go through these things until we start learning these lessons. So, again, don't ask the question, why me? Just say, what is the lesson that I'm to learn? Okay. And I want to end this by sharing this poem with you that my daughter wrote for me in honor of my clean time. She's 16. She is absolutely my child in every single way. I am a poet. I am creative, artistic when it comes to expressing myself, and she is as well. So I'm definitely grateful for that. And so super proud of her. And she took it upon herself. Nobody made her do it. No, but she took it upon herself to write a poem. And with the help of our family, they were able to put it into a notebook. And the notebook says, everything is coming together. And the first page, the poem was put on the first page, and there's also a bookmark that has the poem on it as well. So that's amazing. So I'll read you the poem. Mom, we are so proud of you. 7 years clean now. Next year will be 8. I'm so happy you're doing great. There is nothing more we could ask for. See, when you're on drugs, it's like an open sore. If you don't take care of the infection, it will start to spread more. You had to take some time away, and that's okay. Because look at you now. You got through it even when your knees hit the ground. Sometimes you talk badly about yourself, and I never want to hear it, because all anyone can see in you is a woman with good spirit. Love, Brianna. So that was very emotional for me, and it was very beautiful. Thank you so much, Brianna. I really, 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 really appreciate and love that poem. And I love the journal. I'm definitely tonight going to put my intentions and my desires into the journal. So I'm excited about that. And I just want to tell everybody that everything is going to be amazing, okay? I know that everybody is going through something different in their lives. There's a lot going on, especially in the world today. I just want everybody to know that I've created this community. I know it's small now, but it'll grow, so that we have people that we can interact with. We are all a part of each other's journey. And if you need to, simply reach out, right? We have these amazing inventions called cell phones now. It's like, just pick up the phone and call somebody if you need to. And don't let the energy that can be so heavy as sometimes, don't let it overtake you. And if you need to, rest, get some sleep, drink plenty of water, keep yourself hydrated, right? And just know that you are loved. You are loved, and you are amazing, and you are beautiful. You are wonderful, okay? And I'm excited. I'm excited for this new phase into all of our lives, okay? I would like to know in the comments if this helped anybody, if there's anything that you would like for me to elaborate on in future videos. Please let me know. Until then, have an amazing weekend. I'm not asking. I'm telling you, you will have an amazing week and an amazing weekend, and we will connect on our next video. Peace.